there's some good news in the forecast this morning. Hi, Carol.
Good morning, Ben and Sal. Good morning to you. Ben is right. If you like a bit of sunshine, many of us have got that today, and if not today, as we go through the course of this week. But it's a chilly start if you've not yet been out. Temperatures widely between about 5 and 7 degrees locally, -5 in the north of Scotland. But at the moment in St Mary's and the Isles of Scilly, it is 11 degrees. And then on Sunday, mostly dry, but there will be a few showers again in Northern Ireland and Wales. But note the temperatures. So they dip a touch and then they come back up again, particularly so in the south. So Ben and Sal, we won't know ourselves by the end of the weekend.
We barely know ourselves now. Carol, I'm going to ask you a scientific question. You've had no warning about this, but tell me this. Is it true that the sunshine makes us all feel a little bit happier? I noticed yesterday everyone had a spring in their step.
Love it.
Does, doesn't it? And you feel like spring has arrived, don't you? When you look around you, it definitely raises the spirits. Definitely.
Good.
Just makes me happy seeing the yellow on that.
Yes.
on those charts. Thanks, Carol. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good morning, Ben and Sal. Good morning to you too. There is indeed a bit of sunshine in the forecast this morning. Some of us are starting off on a murky, foggy note, though. That will slowly lift through the day. And it's also a chilly start to the day. At the moment, good morning, everyone. This morning, it's a foggy start for some of us, as you can see from our Weather Watchers picture from Suffolk. And it's the southeastern quarter that's seeing most of the mist and fog and low cloud, but there is some in other parts of the country as well.
Carol, we've been talking quite a bit about warmer weather.
That's right, Sal. Good morning, everyone. We could have temperatures of 17 degrees today in the south. Tomorrow, we could even have highs up to 19 degrees. So it is getting warmer. It will fluctuate a bit as we go through the weekend. And then on Sunday, it will pick up once again. But you can see this morning in Winsford in Cheshire that it's a beautiful start to the day. In contrast, we've got a lot of fog across the southeastern part of the country, the southeastern quarter in actual fact. This is a Weather Watchers picture from Kent just a little bit earlier where visibility is poor.
And it's looking very spring-like out there, isn't it, Carol? Morning.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Yes, it is, Ben. That is when we lose the mist and fog that we have this morning. There's quite a bit of it across parts of the southeast.
Lunchtime. Nick, some people will be surprised about the timescale. What more do we know?
Yeah, well, Nina, despite that news, preparations to ensure HMS Dragon are both ready for sea and war are well and truly underway and very visible as well. I've actually come out to the middle of the harbour for a bit of a closer look. We've seen barges come from the munitions depot back up the harbour towards HMS Dragon. Then that crane that you can see that's at about 1 o'clock now, that crane has been used to transfer crates and presumably munitions from those barges onto the vessel herself. You can see a fueling barge as well. That's been there for the past couple of hours. Now, HMS Dragon is being sent in a defensive capacity, but she does have a significant amount of her own firepower as well. One of the missile batteries on board fires around 8 missiles in 10 seconds. She's got a crew of at least 200 sailors, and the Ministry of Defence has described her as one of the most advanced anti-aircraft warships in the world. But as you say, what is still unclear is when she will be leaving. While those preparations are visible, there's no timetable yet. And when she does set sail, that journey to the Eastern Mediterranean, well, that could take around 5 days.
And the blue skies have arrived.
Oh, yeah, plenty of sunshine around today, Nina. Yes, you're quite right. But I've got my eye on this. This dirty splodge you can see working across Spain and Portugal is a layer of Saharan dust, and it's heading our way. So what does that do? Well, as we go through the next couple of days, we'll see pollution levels rise across parts of England with high or even very high pollution levels for some. And the type of pollution it is, it can exacerbate conditions like asthma and COPD. So that might be something that some of you notice, along with the vivid sunrises and sunsets we're quite likely to see as that dust layer works in to parts of England. Now, weather-wise, loads of sunshine today, very warm as well. Could be the warmest day of the year so far for Wales, with temperatures in the high teens. There is a trend for the weather to turn cooler. That happens tomorrow for Scotland and Northern Ireland, with the cooler air reaching England and Wales by the end of the week with a bit of rain. But overall, a lot of dry weather for the next several days.
Well, it's looking pretty foggy actually, or it did first thing this morning. This, of course, was down at the London Eye, which you can barely see some very widespread, dense patches of fog, but it is slowly but surely starting to lift. You can see here in Surbiton just little glimpses of blue sky, and it will continue as we head through the afternoon.
Yeah, it's beautiful out and about if you've got the sunshine today. And do you know what, Nina? It could be the warmest day of the year so far for Wales, with temperatures reaching the high teens underneath these clear skies. But
hello there, very good evening to you. Hope you had a super day. I do love this photo of the queue, and also proof that we had a really murky old start. And for some, it took a long time to clear, if at all. Well, hopefully it'll be better for more of us tomorrow. And just note those temperatures coming down too. That's it. Have a great evening. Cheerio.
Some lovely spring sunshine for many of us today. An opportunity to get out for a walk on the beach in Wales. It was the warmest day of the year so far in Wales, with 17.4 Celsius. There were some winners and losers, however, because quite a lot of low cloud and mist lingered across that south coast. This was Dorset just a few hours ago.
And it's great weather for being outside, so if you enjoyed today, stand by for tomorrow's sunshine. Here's Kate with the forecast.
Good evening. It has been a sunny afternoon across London, but the day didn't start that way. It was rather grey, misty and murky. You can see or not see the visibility across the Thames first thing this morning, but gradually the mist, the fog lifted and we had blue skies, so plenty of sunshine through the afternoon.
Let's show you some of the nighttime skylines we have covered at the moment. So this is Beirut. We have been monitoring these images over the last hour or so, 90 minutes that we've been on air. We've also have Doha, the skyline there. And finally, too, we have the skyline over Jerusalem. We'll be keeping you right up to date with all the latest developments. Do stay with us. I'm Lewis Vaughan-Jones. This is BBC News.
And after a fine day for many, Saharan dust is on the way for tomorrow. What does it mean? Well, some vivid sunsets, but also the possibility of blood rain. I'll explain more in the forecast later.
Alex is in West Sussex this evening. Alex, we've had a pretty good start to spring so far. Will it continue?
Good evening, Lucrezia. Yeah, all looking pretty good, although for today, the devil is in the detail, and we will get into the detail in just a second. But as you say, we're in West Sussex. We've been at Hammerwood Park today, where conditions have been pretty favourable. Blue skies overhead, a little fresh actually. But everything is really starting to spring to life here. The daffodils are looking beautiful, and also the light this afternoon was just really nice as the sun began to dip. But as I say, the devil is on the detail. Let's take a quick look at the snapshot from 12 o'clock today, and you can see where that area of cloud is across East Anglia, up towards parts of Yorkshire as well. And in these areas, the temperature has really struggled today. So for East Anglia, it's been at around 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. However, in Wells, Porthmadog got to 18 degrees Celsius. So some pretty big differences in temperature. But as we head over the next few days, conditions are going to be a little better. In fact, tomorrow, that warmth is going to be a bit more widespread. So you can see for tomorrow, we are expecting a daytime high of maybe 19 degrees Celsius. That will really feel quite nice, but it does dip as we head through the next few days. One thing to look out for, though, over the next couple of days is certainly the Saharan dust. We've got these southerly winds which are going to feed up the dust as we head through the next few days. What it will do is make our sunsets more vivid, but if it does rain, it will pull that dust out of the sky, and what we call it is blood rain. Sounds a lot worse than what it is. Right, let's take a look at the forecast. Well, certainly tomorrow it is going to be a largely fine day, but as I say, temperatures will begin to drop off as we get towards Friday and into the weekend, where conditions will be a little more changeable. Certainly no washout weather on the horizon at the moment. But if we take a look at the pressure pattern, you can see that high pressure is doing its best to stall those systems.
So certainly no complaints really for tomorrow, Lucrezia, especially if you are going to be in that warm spring sunshine. It's going to be a lovely afternoon. Get out there, make the most of it, and also look out for the sunset. It should be quite stunning.
No complaints from me. Alex, thank you.